Welcome to the fourth pillar of the Digital Agency Re-Energizer program. And now we're going to start to look at the services team. How strong is it? For this, we start with the services team is actually the backbone of your agency. Now, sales are very important. Of course, you need to bring in more clients. But over time, if your salespeople are not 100% confident that your services team can deliver quality work that gets results and do it on time, they will struggle to close deals. In the next video, I'm going to walk you through a template survey of how you can actually find out the happiness of your staff. So what you're going to start off with first is a baseline of the team that you're working with. This is going to give you a deeper dive from the agency culture survey, which is in the agency people pillar. And it's going to give you a real temperature check of how happy your whole team is. I recommend that you hire an external consultant to do that, but I'll walk through that in the next video. In the following video, you will also have a competency map so you can get the skills baseline of every person in your services team. And once you find out how happy they are and where their strengths are, now you have to make sure that your services team is set up in the best way. Who is going to lead the services team? Ideally, you should have a team leader to manage the services team. This is if you have a team of 4 or 5 more people in size. This is a person who can manage them every day. Around 70% of their time will be managing the team. The remaining 30% of the time will be used to answer questions relating to the services team's clients. It could be meeting clients, it could be escalations. A team leader is the point of escalation should something go wrong with a client, and their role should include meeting everyone in the team for one-to-ones on a weekly basis. A team leader should also be responsible for the employee's career development, making sure they've got training time booked in their diary, certifications up to date. And this person will then report on the performance of the team to the management. It's a really key part of having a successful digital agency, is having a services team leader. So what will that ideal team leader look like? They need to be empathetic. This persona should really have a good listening skills. There's an example here of a job description that you can actually use and edit. We'll include that in the links below. The team leader leads a group of consultants and strategists. They're part of the onboarding and they drive success with the partners and with the clients and with the employees. This is a person who's experienced in marketing or similar industries, maybe good customer service background, and they've got a proven ability to manage others, and they communicate through helping drive continued success within the team of consultants or account managers or whatever you call the services team. They will have an overview of any staff-related issues, as well as filling the role of an inbound strategist on certain projects within the team. So they might need to step in from time to time. They need to follow up with the staff to ensure on their satisfaction and their development. Their responsibilities are going to be running the weekly team meetings. They have SMART goals and progress in mind. They're actually going to have one-to-one discussions. They're going to be involved in career development, strategy on projects, ensure employee satisfaction. Some key performance indicators that you can actually give them, or KPIs, is client KPIs, success on completion of the results that the client is expecting. Employee satisfaction, and you can do these through a tool called Office Vibe or Tiny Pulse. They're also going to be involved in client satisfaction. How happy are the clients? And you can do that through NPS scores. And they will have a utilization number. Has the services team be achieving over 70%? That's the baseline that we give you of billable hours that are out. Here's some optional requirements that they can have as well. They could have a degree or an MA in working or an equivalent work experience. Previous experience in a marketing agency does actually can be really beneficial, especially if it's a marketing technology agency, like it could have been a HubSpot agency or a Salesforce agency. Really excellent communication and creative thinkers, so thinking of solutions. Proficient in marketing automation. I mean, this is a nice to have, but these things can be taught as well. And experience in leading individuals. So you might have someone who is has been in customer service or a team leader in customer service in a call center, and they like marketing or sales marketing, and they're interested in automation. So you could teach them those skills. They could come into your team as a senior person, working on learning maybe some of the tools in HubSpot, and then eventually grow into the management role. There are many ways to look at but having a team leader is really important. Once they're managing the team, one of the common questions we get agency owners asking us is, how many accounts can an account manager manage at any given time? And at this point, it's good to note that this question cannot be answered with a simple yes or no or straightforward numbers. The ideal number of accounts your account manager can handle depends on some very important success factors. And we've just outlined a few of them here. Is your account manager, have they got exceptional organizational skills? Have you given them all the tools involved to be organized? Do they have solid project management tool to work off, or are they working off spreadsheets? Have they got an account management tool, a CRM? Is there something there that is holding all the information so that they can log the notes for the client? Have you got time tracking? Do you know how long it takes them to do things? Have you got an extensive frequently asked questions page or video so that they can actually resolve things themselves without interrupting a work colleague or you all the time? This also would come on with having an incredible onboarding system. Like, do you have that in place? Have they got chatbot? Are they able to ask questions and find internally things? And do they have that facility for their clients? Is it easy for your clients to get in touch with them, maybe on a chatbot or Slack messaging tools like that? Have they got regular reporting structure set up? Is it easy for them to create reports? Is it quick for them to create reports? And have they got all the client communication channels, like I mentioned there, Slack or chatbot or email? Is it phone? Are you still using a landline? How do clients quickly and easily communicate? And these will then, if you have all of the systems in place, then you can start to become more efficient with your account manager's time, and then you can start to structure how many accounts can each account manager handle. The next area you've got to look at when it comes to your services team, and I'm going to do a whole video on this as well, is sales and services alignment. The prospect needs to have a client handover process from the prospect right when they sign and they say, yes, we're now a client. You need a solid process for that. Ideally, if sales are forecasting that a sale is going to close, they should discuss with the team leader and find out which account manager or content strategist is going to be working with the new client. And usually if sales has got a good 90-95% feeling about, yeah, that prospect has been through all of the stages, and I've showed you how to do sales forecasting. So you can check out that video if you want to have a look at how to sales forecast. And when you actually have the salesperson saying, we're at 95%, they are going to sign and they're going to come on board next month, you can then bring in the account manager. And you're going to work through the challenges and goals. And this is captured in the first sheet of the account management template. And I'm going to do a whole video on that. As the account manager and strategist start to plan the next upcoming months with the client, they can focus on managing expectations, making sure that the client knows all the tasks that are involved. And they can take over setting the expectation, and the salesperson can gradually come out of the day-to-day operations. They would have been having meetings or being the point of contact for the prospect. But once they're a client, there has to be a clear handover. Maybe every month you could organize for a salesperson to read the monthly report that is created. And again, I have a video showing you how to create monthly reports, and it's a part of the account management process. So as part of that, the account manager could send it over to the salesperson, show them how the sale is going, how the client is going, And maybe the salesperson could see if there's any upsell opportunities that could bring in and start to work with the account manager on that. Each quarter, you could arrange a workshop where services meet with a client. This could be charged for, it could be a scoping workshop, it could be next steps, it could be branded as many different things. But it's just to discuss the progress of the work so far, what's worked well, what hasn't worked well, what you can do better. And if sales thinks there's an opportunity to increase the retainer or add more projects in, they could join the workshop for a certain period of time or give direction to the account manager on how to do that. So once you have the team leader in place, you're going to need to make sure that the services team has a weekly meeting, and each team member attends the one-to-one meetings with the team leader to make sure that their career is on plan. And at the end of each month, maybe on a Friday, you have a team get together. We've discussed all of that. You could also do team building exercises off-site as well. And you can check out more of that in the agency culture part. So thank you for watching this video on how strong is your services team. That's a quick overview. And now let's dive into each specific area of this and go through all of the templates that you're going to be able to download and edit.